Leviticus Chapter 27. Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when a man consecrates by a special vow certain persons to Yahweh, by giving equivalent values, set the value of a male between the ages of 20 and 60 at 50 shekels, that is, about 1 1/4 pounds of silver, according to the sanctuary shekel, that is, about 2/5 ounce per shekel. And if it is a female between these ages, set her value at 30 shekels, that is, about 12 ounces of silver. If it is a person between the ages of 5 and 20, set the value of a male at 20 shekels, that is, about 8 ounces of silver, and of a female at 10 shekels, that is, about 4 ounces. If it is a person between 1 moon and 5 years, set the value of a male at 5 shekels of silver, that is, about 2 ounces, and that of a female at 3 shekels of silver, that is, about 1 1/4 ounces. If it is a person 60 years old or more, set the value of a male at 15 shekels, that is, about 6 ounces of silver, and of a female at 10 shekels, that is, about 4 ounces. If anyone making the vow is too poor to pay the specified amount, he is to present the person to the priest, who will set the value for him according to what the man making the vow can afford. If what he vowed is an animal that is acceptable as an offering to Yahweh, such an animal given to Yahweh becomes holy. He must not exchange it or substitute a worthy one for a bad one, or a bad one for a worthy one. If he should substitute one animal for another, both it and the substitute become holy. If what he vowed is a ceremonially unclean animal, one that is not acceptable as an offering to Yahweh, the animal must be presented to the priest, who will judge its quality as worthy or bad. Whatever value the priest then sets, that is what it will be. If the owner desires at all to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 to the priest's valuation. If a man dedicates his house as something holy to Yahweh, the priest will judge its value for it, so shall it remain. If the man who dedicates his house redeems it, he must add 1/5 more to its valuation, and the house will again become his. If a man dedicates to Yahweh part of his inherited family land, its value is to be set according to the amount of seed needed to plant it. A homer of barley seed, probably about 6 bushels, shall be valued at 50 shekels of silver, about 1 1/4 pounds of silver. If he dedicates his field during the year of Jubilee, the value that has been set will stand. But if he dedicates his field after Jubilee, the priest will determine the value according to the number of years remaining until the next year of Jubilee, and its set value will be reduced. If he who dedicates the field ever wants to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 to its estimated value, and the field will again become his. But if he does not want to redeem the field, or if he has sold the field to another man, it can never be redeemed. When the field is released in the Jubilee, it will become holy to Yahweh. Like a devoted field, it will become the property of the priests. If a man dedicates to Yahweh a field he has bought, which is not a part of his inherited family land, then the priest will determine its value up to the year of Jubilee, and the man must pay the priest's valuation on that day as a holy offering to Yahweh. In the year of Jubilee, the field will return to the person from whom it was bought, to the one who inherits the land as a possession. Every value is to be set according to the sanctuary shekel, 20 gerahs to the shekel, about 1/50th ounce of silver to each gerah. No one is to dedicate the firstborn of an animal, since the firstborn already belongs to Yahweh. Whether from the herd or from the flock, it is Yahweh's. If it is an unclean animal, then he may redeem it according to the valuation of the priest, and shall add 1/5 of its value to it. If it is not redeemed, then it shall be sold according to the priest's valuation. But nothing a man may own, then devote as a holy offering to Yahweh, whether man, animal, or family land, may be sold or redeemed. Everything so devoted is most holy to Yahweh. No person under the ban, devoted, who becomes doomed to destruction among men shall be redeemed. He must be put to death. And all the tithe, that is, 1/10 of everything from the land, of the seed of the land, of the fruit of the tree, belongs to Yahweh. It is holy to Yahweh. If a man will at all redeem any of his tithes, he must add 1/5 to the value of it. The entire tithe, 10th, of the herd or the flock, of all things that pass under the rod, every 10th is holy to Yahweh. He must not pick out the finest from the bad, nor make any substitution. If he does make a substitution, both the chosen animal and also its substitute become holy, and cannot be redeemed.
These are the laws which Yahweh gave Moshe for the children of Israel on Mount Sinai.